Hi, welcome to Julie's Yard and Garden. Have you ever wondered why you have dead spots in your lawn very early in the spring? Well, one of the reasons may be what you're putting on your driveway and sidewalks over the winter. Sometimes those dead spots can last most of the summer and only heal up and regrow grass into the early fall. I've seen it in my yard, unfortunately. I couldn't figure out what it was that was killing my grass. And why would I be talking about dead spots in your lawn right now as the leaves are turning and it's starting to get colder and we're ready to have winter set in? Because as the leaves turn and the cooler weather starts to set in, people start to think about needing to make sure that their yards are ready for the winter. And most of the time, we run to the shed or the garden store to make sure that we've got ice melt for our sidewalks and driveways to make sure that nobody slips, hopefully, on our property, and that we can keep our pathways and driveways clear of snow and ice. So snow melt is a great thing, yes, but it's probably the snow melt that is making your dead spots appear along your driveway and your sidewalks. Ice melt is typically made up of sodium chloride, magnesium chloride, and or calcium chloride. So essentially, salt. And when have you ever heard a gardener say, I think I need to put some salt water on my plants to help them grow? Never. When spring comes around and after we have added ice melt to everything on our driveways and sidewalks and then shoveled what was left over of that onto the lawn, why are we surprised that our grass is dead the next spring? Is there anything else that can be used instead? You'll probably be very surprised to find that you can use ammonium sulfate or nitrogen and have the same effect as snow melt. Ammonium sulfate, or essentially water-soluble nitrogen, will have the same effect as a snow melt. I will tell you this up front, it is more expensive than ice melt, but it will do a lot more for your plants in the long run. So after the ammonium sulfate dissolves and helps get rid of your ice, what it does when you shovel it off, instead of killing your lawn, it will actually help fertilize your lawn. Ice melt doesn't actually melt the ice. What it does is it lowers the freezing temperature of the water in the snow and ice, and so it looks like it melts the snow, which is why we call it ice melt, but it really doesn't melt it. It just lowers the freezing temperature if you want to get scientific, but not too scientific. You use the ammonium sulfate in exactly the same way that you would any kind of ice melt. You just sprinkle it on and let it do its thing, and then you can shovel the slush away and have cleared walkways. Sometimes there's a little bit of residual white that will stay on your concrete, but that will wash away after the next snowstorm. In the spring, it'll go away with the rain. It's not anything to worry about. It will not hurt your concrete at all, and it won't stain it either. So do your lawn a favor, maybe spend a few extra dollars and use ammonium sulfate, or like I said, water-soluble nitrogen instead of ice melt to help clear your walkways and driveways this summer, and you will have a gorgeous lawn come spring with no dead spots. Until next time, grow something you love and just have fun with it.